So I just want to talk about my tools and equipment, as you can see also at the back. So with makeup artistry, you really have to invest on a lot of products. Not only makeup, you have to invest on like your lighting, your setup. But of course, when I started, I didn't have any of these. I only had this like small mirror there that my parents made for me for my graduation. So it was a graduation gift. But aside from that, I didn't have anything. So, don't be discouraged. Kunyari sabihin mo, wala pa ako nung ilaw niya, hindi ko na isa-start yung career ko, masyadong mahal, ganyan. You could actually start from something minimal and then target those mga parang medyo budget clients para lang mabuild mo yung portfolio mo until, alam mo yun, eventually makaipon ka and then you could buy equipment like this na. Again, this is not necessary agad-agad. Parang it comes through the growth of your career. Kung nakakaipon ka na, then go buy your lights, go buy your makeup kit, go buy, alam mo, mga fancy stuff na minsan kasi ito rin binabayaran ng clients. So, when I started, I only charged like 800 per head. That's like hair and makeup na. Ay, wala pang bayad doon sa transportation. It's like 800 lang. So, parang, di ba, when I started, wala pa akong masyadong gamit kasi. And eventually, when I got my earnings, nakakaipon ako, I started to buy my lights, I started to buy a different train case, I started to buy a vanity mirror. And then I started to charge higher. Kasi usually, aside from the makeup you do on the client, they also pay for like the setup. Parang kasi they like the pictures. I mean, isipin mo man na medyo mababaw at ang reason yun to buy all of these equipment para lang may pang Instagram sila. But that's the thing parang you have to adjust to the demand of your client. Like, if that's the trend now and I want to be more marketable, then you have to adjust to their demand. Like, hindi pwedeng, dahil may ring light siya, baduy naman, hindi na ako bibili. But it really helps with how your clients see you. And it's also helpful in your career as well. Like, with better lighting, mas better din yung pagka-tingin mo sa face ng client. Like, kita mo lahat, mas tama yung color na malalagay mo. So, yun lang. Yun nga, invest on good quality equipment. So, yun nga, I have my lights and chair. I also have an airbrush equipment, but I mostly use this on like people who attend debuts or like debutantes or like bridal makeup. Isa pa yung investment, but again, it's not supposed to come at the onset of your career. Kasi again, it's like this whole set is like 8,000 pesos, diba? If you don't have someone to shoulder that fee at the onset of your career, paano na, diba? So it's not supposed to hamper the start of your career naman. And of course, brushes. Now, among these three, these brushes are the ones that I think is the most important. Kasi this is the one that will really, it will depend on your brushes how the makeup applies. So if you have poor quality brushes, not only is it gonna apply your makeup poorly, but it's gonna hurt the face of your client. Like, they're really gonna react. Sabi nila, parang matigas yung brush mo. Or like, parang natutusok ako dun sa brush mo. And of course, once they react like that, nagkakaroon ako na ng parang bad image Parang, ayoko na siya kunin, yung brushes niya cheap. So you really have to constantly think about your tools. But again, if I'm gonna recommend something that you have to invest on, it's brushes talaga. So a little more about brushes, since I really talked about them earlier. So there are a lot of types of brushes, but these are the basics. So I'm gonna discuss around 4 or 5 types of brushes. So of course, we have the foundation brushes. Meron ding sponge dyan, which I think we're all familiar with, like the beauty blenders or like mga beauty sponges. So these are the brushes, the types of brushes that applies makeup on the face. So foundation, whatever it is, if it's liquid, if it's powder, if it's cream, these brushes really help in blending the foundation onto your skin. Next is other face brushes. So kanina is like foundation. So basically, it's the base of your makeup. This one naman applies your powder, your bronzer, your contour, your blush. So everything that goes on top of the foundation. So it really helps to have like fluffy brushes like this. If you could see, diba, parang someone asked me before, bakit yung brushes yung iba white, tapos yung iba parang black? Parang anong difference? With this kasi, parang, example, this brush, it's a natural haired brush. Like I have a sample here. Like kunyari ito, parang, this one is a natural haired brush. It's sabihin animal hair siya. So, animal hair is really good for blending like mga powders on the face or like eyeshadow. Parang it really diffuses the color on the face as opposed to yung mga ganyang, let's say, this one. Yung mga ganito na parang parang black siya sa ilalim, tapos may white lang sa taas. These are synthetic. Sabihin, okay, they're not made with animal hair. Artificial fibers ang ginamit. These ones naman are good for like, these ones are good naman for like mga foundations yun na liquid kasi it won't absorb it. Parang nag-stay lang yung foundation on the tip of the brush. Pag ganito kasi kunyari, natural hair brush yung ginamit niya for liquid foundation. Since natural hair siya, parang buhay siya, kumbaga, parang it absorbs the liquid. Parang di mo na siya mabiblend masyado sa mukha mo and you're wasting so much product kasi the bristles are absorbing the liquid. So it's really good for powder products. Like, ayun nga, bronzer, blush, powder brush. Puro powders yung use na ganitong brush. Okay, so yun yung mga face brushes natin. So earlier, foundation brushes. Then these are like face brushes naman. So next na crucial din are eye brushes. So ito rin, for me, medyo crucial to. If medyo pangit yung nagamit yung brush, iba ang pag-blend ng eyeshadow sa mata. Parang for me, mas better if mas maganda yung brush mo kasi sa quality ng eyeshadow mo. Parang kapag maganda yung quality ng brushes mo sa eyes, tapos hindi kaganda yung quality ng eyeshadow itself, nagbe-blend niya pa rin ng maayos. So, it's really good to invest on eye brushes. So, meron tayong blending brush, mga crease brush, iba-iba yun that applies eyeshadow really well.